Death is an inevitable part of life, but there are some truly bizarre and ironic ways people have met their end that will leave you both stunned and amused. From freak accidents to downright unbelievable misfortunes, these strange stories remind us that sometimes life can be even stranger than fiction. Some of these deaths are so absurd that you'll wonder how they even happened, while others are riddled with dark humor. Join us as we count down the top 10 dumbest deaths in history. Stick around until the end for a final story that will surely leave you speechless. The lawyer who died while proving a window was unbreakable. In 1993, Toronto lawyer Garry Hoy wanted to impress a group of visiting students by proving the strength of a glass window in his office building. Hoy was known for this demonstration, where he would run full speed into the glass, supposedly unbreakable. He had done this successfully several times before, but this time, instead of bouncing off, the glass came loose from the frame, and Hoy tragically fell from the 24th floor to his death. If you're still watching, please hit the subscribe button. It's just a simple click for you, but a huge thing for me. Come on, man, help me out. Subscribe before I hit the ground. He succeeded in proving that the glass was, in fact, unbreakable. It just wasn't properly secured. 9. The lawyer who shot himself in court. In 1871, Clement Vallandigham, a lawyer and former congressman, was defending a client accused of murder. Vallandigham was convinced the victim had accidentally shot himself, so to prove his theory, he staged a live demonstration in the courtroom. Unfortunately, he grabbed a loaded gun by mistake and ended up shooting himself while trying to act out the scene. His death was tragic, but incredibly ironic. His theory worked, and his client was acquitted. Imagine, he saved his client, but paid the ultimate price to do so. 8. The inventor who tested his own parachute suit. French inventor Franz Reichelt had high hopes for his new invention, a parachute suit that would allow aviators to safely descend if they had to bail out mid-flight. To prove its effectiveness, he decided to jump from the Eiffel Tower in 1912, against the advice of many who thought he should use a dummy for the test. Wearing his invention, he leaped from the tower. But tragically, the suit failed to deploy, and he fell to his death. The press was there to capture it all on film, making Reichelt's unfortunate end one of the first such incidents caught on camera. 7. Death by beard. Hans Steininger, an Austrian man from the 16th century, was known for his incredibly long beard, which reached over 4 feet. Steininger would usually keep his beard rolled up for safety, but one day, a fire broke out, and in his rush to escape, he forgot to secure it. Tragically, he tripped over his own beard, fell, and broke his neck. He might have been one of the only people in history to be literally tripped up by facial hair. 6. The carrot juice enthusiast. In the 1970s, Basil Brown, a health enthusiast, was convinced that drinking a gallon of carrot juice a day would keep him in top shape. Little did he know, the high levels of vitamin A were toxic in such large amounts. After consuming excessive amounts over time, he eventually suffered fatal liver damage. His skin even turned a strange orange color as a result. If only he'd known that moderation is key, even with so-called healthy foods. 5. Russian romance gone wrong. In 2008, a Russian man named Sergei Tuganov bet 2 women $4,300 that he could satisfy them for 12 continuous hours. To prepare, he downed an entire bottle of Viagra. Tuganov managed to keep up with the challenge for most of the day. But shortly after, he suffered a fatal heart attack due to the extreme dose of the medication. Paramedics confirmed that his heart had been put under immense strain, leading to his sudden death. What began as a daring bet ended in tragedy, a costly reminder of the dangers of misusing medication. 4. The curse of the Segway. Jimmy Heselden, a British businessman and owner of the Segway company, was testing out one of his Segways near his estate in 2010. In a strange accident, he lost control and accidentally drove off a cliff, falling to his death. The irony of his passing was not lost on the public. Here was the owner of a company dedicated to safe, convenient transportation, yet a tragic misstep on his own product cost him his life. 3. Death by cactus. In 1982, two friends in Arizona decided to test their shooting skills by firing at a massive saguaro cactus. Saguaros can grow to be over 40 feet tall and weigh as much as 2 tons, but apparently David Grundman didn't consider that when he took aim. After several rounds, the cactus's arm broke off and fell directly on him, killing him instantly. His death stands as a strange example of nature striking back when provoked. 2. Chimney crime. The burglar who got burned. In 2015, 19-year-old Cody Caldwell attempted to break into a Huron, California home by climbing down the chimney. Unfortunately, he became stuck overnight. The next afternoon, the homeowner returned, lit a fire in the fireplace, and was startled by screams from the chimney. Realizing something was wrong, the homeowner extinguished the flames and called emergency services. By the time help arrived, Cody had succumbed to smoke inhalation and burns. Firefighters had to dismantle the chimney to recover his body, leaving behind a strange and sobering reminder that not all escape plans are foolproof. Number 1. The man who laughed himself to death. In 1975, Alex Mitchell, a bricklayer from England, was watching an episode of his favorite comedy show, The Goodies. One sketch in particular sent him into an uncontrollable fit of laughter that reportedly lasted for 25 minutes. After non-stop laughing, he suffered a heart attack and died. His widow later wrote to the show to thank them for bringing him so much joy in his final moments. While we've all laughed until we're out of breath, Mitchell's laughter was literally his last breath. Death is rarely hilarious, but these cases are so strange and ironic that they almost seem like something out of a dark comedy. Each of these stories leaves us with a reminder of just how unpredictable life and death can be. Which of these dumbest deaths surprised you the most? Let me know in the comments. And don't forget to like, subscribe, and hit the bell for more entertaining content.